This episode of Uncalled For was filmed in front of a live studio audience. You can clap. You can clap. But welcome everyone to episode. I guess this is 11, right? Because we already recorded 12, but this is 11. So episode 11 of Uncalled For. Where
Does that mean you
Monday...
can't count?
Well, no. It's just I'm gone next week, so we filmed in advance.
Yeah, but if you say we've already done
math.
12,
We've already determined this.
Well,
we'll
went
determine
from
it next
10,
week.
We went from 10 to 12, and then
we're going back to 11, which
now
means you can't count.
I'm making up for being gone in a week. This is what we all agreed on.
He did say that he wasn't good at math.
It's true. You had a tutor who cheated your way through math.
It wasn't cheating. It just was.
No,
was,
you did not do it yourself. It
was an advanced
cheating.
level of help, Weston.
No,
cheating.
it's cheating.
Advanced level.
Should
of
we get the audience's vote?
See, the audience agrees with us.
I hate you, Dan.
Love you too.
So, anyways, we just talk about random stuff every single week, and I guess my random topic for this week is I was scrolling through Twitter, and I saw something, and it kind of sparked a thought in my mind because apparently Twitter actually sparks thoughts. Who would have known, right?
Especially from you.
I know, right?
Who knew I could even think to begin with?
That's a surprise.
It was a video of someone dipping Pokemon cards in bleach, and someone quote tweeted it and said the only proper way to open these overpriced pieces of garbage cardboard or something along those lines. Which,
why would that surprise you?
Well,
it's the internet and
I
humanity
know,
sucks.
I know, but
agreed.
So my question for you guys is though, why is it do you think people go out of their way to constantly bash what other people enjoy online? Because like you guys all like anime.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like. Admittedly, I don't like it
because you have no culture.
Okay, whatever you say. But at the same time, I don't constantly go online and like just bash anime nonstop. So why do you think people feel the need?
Because you don't have the time.
Oh, I could if I wanted to. But why do you guys think people feel the need to constantly do that?
Some people suck, dude.
Like, what drives people to constantly have to put down other people's hobbies or interests or whatever?
I think part of it is just they want the attention. They want people to look at them and say, like, no, our stuff is good. Ours is great. Mm-hmm. And so they're going to try to pick that fight just so people actually pay attention to them. Yeah. I think a lot of them don't even really care that much about hating it. It's just that they want people to pay attention to
So
them.
you think it's only an attention thing?
That's what I really think.
Also, like, a lot of people, when they are unhappy, they get brief glimmers of happiness when they tear others down that are happy.
Okay.
It's also just like the culture now is like it's cool to hate on stuff.
Yeah,
That's popular.
See, and when did that? Like, I know with the internet that really kind of took off, but when and why do you think that started? I guess because I don't understand it.
I think it's always been.
Yeah.
I don't get the mindset.
But
of
what's just social media is so.
I heard it was
now.
and one of the best arguments I heard for it was it's kind of our generation, the younger adult generation. It's because everything's so publicized nowadays. Like, if anyone above us that we may look up to falls or messes up at all, we see it on the internet, and all of a sudden we can't trust them anymore. So our age group has trust issues, so we just feel like, well, we can't trust them. Let's just go with ourselves, and what we say is right.
I mean, yeah, maybe. Because I guess like I see all this stuff online like, oh, this sucks, this is the absolute worst, I'm gonna send people after this person to shut them down. Like, everyone's just so angry and hateful, and I don't understand that mindset.
It's just human nature. It's how we're built. It's how we're designed. We just like to hate stuff and like to get mad at stuff for no reason.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I guess I don't understand the whole.
It's because we're selfish people. We just want everything to go the way we want it, and we want everybody to like the stuff we like. And when it's there's this thing growing and people are getting into it and you don't have a passion for it all, it's like, why I don't like this, why do you guys like this? And it's just that mentality.
It's probably not even so much people you hate it, it's just it's not yours, so it's jealousy.
Yep.
Yeah, also you're really dark on that camera, Tim.
You got a tan, dude.
Yeah,
I dressed like you today, all black.
I'm wearing gray pants.
Is that the alternate shiny? A Lowland version, Jordan?
No, it's more of a I leave for California tomorrow and didn't want to wear any of my good clothes today and dirty them up before I leave because I'm gone for
So you're
2
saying
weeks.
that us being here is not worth you actually dressing up for?
No, I'm saying I'm actually home, so if I I cannot wear.
No, he's
something
saying
else.
it's not worth dressing up for you guys.
This is true. I was just starting
He
with
doesn't
us
care
to
about
make that
I was
you.
gonna
connection.
say if it
Doesn't
weren't for the
care
pant
about
leg, we
you.
could see on.
But I love Trevor and Hannah though.
I was gonna say if it weren't for the pant leg, I could see on camera. I would question if he was wearing sweatpants at all. But
There it is.
proof.
Also, Trevor, if you
Wow,
want, there's
Jordan.
a Donkey Kong barrel you can play with as well. He's playing with the blue turtle shell from Mario Kart, but there's also a Donkey Kong barrel.
We need to get a coconut gun.
But anyways, back to the topic, I guess.
Yeah.
Because there's just so many people where it's like a hateful mob, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like I saw something on Twitter another time where it's like, oh, this person tweeted out something. It had absolutely nothing to do with me, but I'm taking offense to it, and I'm going to make it out to be like it was me. So I'm sending everyone after this one person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand the mob mentality at all.
It's you gotta be in charge. Gotta
Well,
be.
it's so easy because
attention,
you're
yeah.
faceless on the internet. It's
Mhm.
easy. You can
Anonymity.
contribute to anything.
Yep.
That's why there's so many trolls with troll
So many
accounts. and
keyboard
stuff. It's so
warriors.
dumb. It's because you can say whatever you want with realistically almost zero consequences.
Yep.
Yeah. But even as a public figure of sorts, I mean, then it's no longer faceless.
Sure.
Yeah. But you still there's no consequence to it. You know.
But those people, if they're in that position, they generally have a following of some sort,
yeah.
and those people are sometimes sheep, for lack of a better word, and they can, this person you care about can do no wrong. So they're always going to have something. And it's always about attention. It's always about, I don't know, advertising, I guess. Like, no advertising, even bad advertising is still advertising, good advertising sometimes on the internet. Like, a lot of those people who just feed into that, a lot of, conspiracy theorists or terrible people in politics that everyone hates,
Yeah.
They just feed into that, and it's just more views. It's okay for that niche audience that, believes the crap they spew,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all that matters to them, right?
See, because I guess in my mind, having 15,000 Twitch followers or whatever, whenever I end stream, I make it my goal usually to end and I raid somebody and try to spread
do that.
positivity, But then there's a lot of people who are like, no, we're not gonna do. What are you laughing about?
Only in Twitch is ending your stream by rating someone a good thing.
Well, I mean, it helps.
Usually it
them
means
out.
you steal money from them, but
No, we usually give them money.
you just steal money from children.
I don't steal
It's
money from
true.
children.
He
Yeah, you
does.
Trevor knows about that.
I don't steal money from children.
I guess I should. Yeah, I pointed the right
Correction.
way. Ghost
Correction.
Trevor is showing up a
He
little bit
actually
on the camera. It's amazing.
He actually takes money from children who stole it from their parents.
Yes.
That's not how this works. I hate you so much. No, so it's just there's two different types of people, I guess.
I think.
I
think.
cannot ever understand the mindset of
Yeah.
the other side, I guess.
But I also think it's all just people in general. I don't think there's really two types. I think it's just some people know how to act and others don't. Others weren't either parented right or whatever it may be.
Yeah, it's
But
just people
it's
suck.
just
Yeah.
because I guarantee you, everybody in this room right now there's probably something that you want to hate so bad because you just don't like it, but you have self control enough to be
Freaking weebs.
I don't get it, but that's fine,
Uncultured swine.
So
Agreed.
Sorry, that comment was uncalled for, Dan.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, it's true.
But no, I wanted your guys' thoughts on it at least because I
Yeah.
said, I don't get the thought process of, hey, I'm going to actively hate and just constantly send negativity towards someone or something because it's not something that I personally enjoy.
It's a bandwagon game.
yeah,
It really.
So you think it's just all attention?
yeah.
Not all of it.
Well, it's just
People
Just
are
some.
just terrible.
Yeah, it's just people suck.
But
Everybody sucks.
I mean, that's just one reason to do it because someone maybe you like hates something, so you're like, oh, yeah, he's right, she's right. Let's hate on that crap.
That's a good point.
I was going to say, a risky topic for future episodes. If you could be a jerk and hate on something, what would it be?
Ooh.
If you could cancel something with cancel culture, what would you cancel?
Radio host.
Isn't that basically kind of what we are?
Tim is
Yeah,
gone.
is it Tim.
All right, Tim.
That's kind of what we
We
are.
miss you
too,
already,
like-
Tim.
This isn't radio.
A podcast though is kind of a radio show. If you think
I mean,
about it.
we're not broadcasting on the radio, are we?
Yeah, but it's very similar. It's like a new age type of broadcast.
I have a lot of power. If you gave me a computer and the right codes, I could go live on any of my 5 radio stations whenever I wanted to.
That's crazy.
Like when I had COVID back in
one
October,
man
I
should have
broadcasted from my living room with a laptop and just a cell phone.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. That's how they do it for all the sporting events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So this could be on the
I'd
radio.
cancel those who take advantage and steal money from kids.
Dude, we should get an antenna and start our own radio station.
You
I
just
like
got
it,
canceled,
Dan.
Jordan.
I like it.
Trevor.
I would lose 2 friends.
Oh no.
Yeah, Trevor's a carny. He's just as bad.
It's true. It might be worse.
It's true.
Oh no, Trevor, I'm sorry. I still love you, buddy. I'll be on your side.
And then
The
he's-
one man is just like you. Jump on the bandwagon.
we both take money for entertainment.
Back to the very first episode. I would cancel people that leave shopping carts in the middle of the parking lot. I feel like it's gotten worse over the last couple weeks.
Well, it's because there's more tourists coming in who just don't care.
But to the part where
They want to go to the lake and get drunk.
they leave it in the parking stall that I could take. So it's not even like, oh, you made the Walmart worker go get this. No, you made me walk further anyway. And drive further.
How about those who skip their turn at a 4-way stop?
Oh,
those
yeah.
people are
I
awful.
hate those.
I am
Yeah.
so... You don't know how tempted I am to just run right into the side of their car every time.
Now, I
If
admit,
I had infinite amount of money, I'd be okay with it.
I admittedly did that today, but it's because
You
the
ran into someone's
no,
car?
no, I skipped into my turn because
Oh, Tim,
wait,
we're going to throw down.
4-way stop, okay? So it's literally just me and this other person.
Yeah.
He got there like a second before me, or a she, I guess. And I'm sitting there like, you gonna go? Okay, I guess not.
Well, if they
Right-
sit there and don't
well,
go,
right when I
okay,
went, she's like, oh, okay.
they're just as bad.
On the
Not
phone,
just
of
as bad,
course.
but they're almost
And
as
just
bad.
no regard. Like, if I kept going, I would have ran right into her, and it would have been my fault. But
where I have skipped, and gone before it was my turn.
Don't be that
but,
person.
Well, no, because it'll make sense this way. The car next to me was going, and so obviously I could go with them, because like...
do you ever go because a giant semi is blocking the way for you? You're like,
Yeah.
okay, let's do this.
Yeah, like I can take my right-hand turn now because people aren't going to be coming from the left,
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I do that all the
What you
time.
think?
Who's going to go through a semi, sir?
You never know.
Hey, you never
Hey,
know.
it's happened in the movies.
Pebbles.
Watch
Yes.
Fast and
Pebbles
Furious,
is
right?
a
Yeah.
tank.
My cat.
Hey, if you have family, you can drive any way you want.
Anyways, guys, that's been this episode.
I didn't get that at first, but
We don't need podcasts. We got family.
if I could cancel anything, the Fast and the Furious series.
No, this is actually good. I like it.
Just
Hey,
Logan's
don't
humor.
watch.
How about
Don't
that?
watch it for.
How
like,
about Logan's
I
opinion of
don't. and
movies?
It's still terrible.
What?
Star Wars, Fast and Furious.
Hey, Star
no,
Wars is
I don't
great.
like.
Crap.
But the thing is, I don't like Fast and Furious because it's good. I like it because it's a comedy. Like it's not. I don't take it
It's
seriously.
a comedy.
It's
It
entertaining.
really. If you take it as a comedy, it's actually really good.
To quote
It's
one of the greatest
entertaining.
movies of all time, The Other Guys.
Just
Don't
stop.
you dare badmouth Star Wars. That was all accurate.
It was.
Trevor, I think, might have gotten that.
It's
You've seen that
historically
movie,
accurate.
right? Okay, good. I think Trevor's on my side with more than you guys are.
Yeah,
which
you
is
Trevor's
nice.
all-
kids too.
I have
Yeah.
one. I have one person in this room on my side at all times. And it's gonna be
I've known Trevor long enough. I know what's happening. He knows we're all against you, and Trevor's a pot stirrer. So he's like, I'm gonna
He
go with
is.
the lower guy.
He's always plays the evil character, even when he's
I
not.
hope Trevor's face just showed up with that
Chaotically
he just made.
It might have. Trevor's been like phasing in and out.
Ghost Trevor.
Ghost Trevor. Yeah, like I don't know.
Yeah, he's
because
ghosting there.
Yeah, because we definitely don't have a green screen set up.
No.
It's just using AI to detect humans, and then it takes everything else out.
Which I think it's a good effect. It shows that we do have a live studio audience.
That's true. It actually
true.
also shows how small this room is.
Yeah.
that
Disembodied
our audience is right
voices.
behind you.
Yeah.
I can't
Huge
wait to
media
get
in a small room.
I can't wait to.
well,
get a
and
bigger
realistically,
place.
if they both reached out, Logan and Trevor could probably touch feet right now.
So long
Oh,
legs,
they
man.
definitely
I don't
probably
want to
could.
touch Trevor's feet though.
You're not wrong.
Okay, but do you think we should probably just move on then? Because we are so far off of my
Well,
topic at this point.
See, I tried getting it back because you didn't fill your 15 minutes, Jordan.
I know. I'm so sorry.
I could have told you that when you first told me the topic.
That Jordan, sorry.
Okay, sorry I annoyed you with my friendship,
I
Daniel.
haven't heard that before.
Yeah.
Office quote.
One of the two office quotes.
Who's going next? Who's the next one before I get roasted anymore?
I'll go next to
Okay.
lighten
Yeah.
up the mood, I guess. I don't know. So I was just sitting at home today and I was
As you
looking at
do.
Hulu. Found out it's got Space Jam.
Great movie.
So I watched Space Jam, the original one, not the new one with LeBron, the Michael Jordan one.
Thank you for
So the
specifying.
good one.
Yes.
Have you even
and-
seen the new one?
No, well,
I
kind
don't have
of,
to see it to know it sucks.
kind of. I've pretty much seen it.
LeBron's in it. It's not gonna be
That
good.
means nothing.
There are some good jokes in it. Like I've seen most of the movie, but it's whatever. But anyway, so I rewatched it since it's been the first time since I was a kid that I've seen the original Space Jam, and I forgot how much I love that movie.
So
It's
good.
really funny, and so my question is, who's your favorite Looney Tune, and why? And then I got part 2 to my question, and we'll go out after is thoughts on the original Space Jam.
So, favorite Looney Tune. I mean, I almost feel like it would be cheating to say Bugs Bunny, because that's like
Not
the main
really.
one.
Not really.
No,
He's
he could be.
awesome.
What,
He
you don't
would
like that,
most
Tim?
likely be the first one.
You really hyped up this new Mountain Dew, and it's
I love it.
a pina colada.
It's not that good.
I love
It's really
it.
not that great.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
it's,
that
o-
one's
it's
better.
I can get through it, but I'm not gonna get it over Baja Blast.
Getting caught in the rain.
See, it tastes like this. It's like the not energy drink version.
Here, have you
I
tried
would
it,
agree with
Trevor?
that.
Go
It
ahead.
tastes very similar to Bahama.
I think that's
Which is why I
It's
like
not
it.
as like,
mediocre
isn't
as
it like
well.
orange on it with it? But
Yeah,
The
it's basically
orange.
Bahama Mama without orange.
the orange.
not bad.
See, Trevor.
Oh,
loves it.
Trevor agreed with Jordan.
Hot stir.
Trevor gets into anything anyone else gives him anyway. So it's
No,
just
it's
how
what
it
you
works.
give him.
That's true. He usually
triply
sticks
in
with
that
what I
case.
give him. Though.
We'll go back to a
Here's the thing: there's a
topic with
50%
him.
chance of it seeing
Yeah.
anybody but Dan. With Dan's a 100% chance he'll jump on board.
Favorite Looney Tune then?
Yeah. So what's the reasoning for your bugs?
It's just he's the one I watched the most growing up, and it seems like he's always in with other Looney Tunes for the most part. Like he,
I mean he's the main one.
yeah, like he's the main
the main
one.
Looney
So
Tune.
he's in, like Elmer Fudd is in with him, and Yosemite Sam is in with him, and
He's Big Chungus.
Like-
Everybody.
yeah, Big Chungus. Yeah. So, like, I'll never forget there was one episode with Bugs Bunny where he just keeps throwing a match down in the thing with like TNT, and I remember being in tears laughing from that, and it was the only one that's actually had me in tears laughing. It was just the funniest thing.
Jordan's a simple man.
I am a very simple man. It doesn't
true.
take much to make me laugh.
That's true.
So I don't know. I'd say either him. Otherwise, you have. Oh crap! Tom and Jerry. They're great too.
That's not Looney
That's
Tunes.
not Looney
It's not
Tunes?
Looney Tunes.
Okay, then
No.
never mind.
That's Tom and Jerry.
That's Tom and
Then
Jerry.
never. I thought it was Looney Tunes.
A simple
No.
question and Jordan messes it up.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
Tom and Jerry is just its
It's
own
an
thing.
old cartoon. In my mind, growing up, they were all Looney Tunes.
All right. Well, we'll move past you then
I
because that was
watched
a
it growing up.
terrible,
I am
terrible
sorry.
statement there.
Okay, I'm just gonna go.
Can that be
with
considered
You know,
cartoonist?
I'll just go with my. Corner.
Yeah.
If we're
I think
talking
so.
old cartoons, man, I loved Arthur growing up. You know.
Jordan's gone.
Oh, he's back.
Aw.
Boo.
I'm sorry.
All right.
In my
All
mind,
right.
it was all old cartoons. They were
Yeah.
on at the same time.
Okay.
Clifford was good.
All right. So I'll go ahead.
You
and
call
just,
you call it bugs, right?
let's move
Bugs.
forward.
Okay,
Yeah,
moving
bugs.
on. He got bugs.
So, mine is just from youth. Don't ask me why I latched onto this one, but I've always been a big fan of the Tasmanian Devil.
Oh, yeah, he's
Yeah.
good.
That's
Like-
cool.
He's good.
He
You got a good
youth.
impression.
No, no. But
Did you
I
like
know.
to wreck your room too?
Oh, totally.
Throw stuff,
All I know is
run in
when I was
circles?
young, like my mother always told me that I used to pick those shirts with him on it, and I don't know.
Oh,
He's just
yes.
always my favorite. Don't ask me why. I just since childhood. But if I've grown up and you ask me which one I kind of like, it's Coyote,
Why
just
the
because I
Coyote?
love his
Wiley?
tenacity. I love it. He
Oh,
never
he's
gives
good.
up.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
something that everybody
Wile E.
can
Coyote,
learn from.
Yeah, Wile E. Coyote's awesome.
You know.
He
So
does
those would be
never
my
give
top
up, but he
two.
fails more than everyone.
Yeah.
I know it's true, but he never gives up. You have to
It's
give him
true.
credit for that.
He's determined. I don't know. I liked Marvin Martian.
Mm.
Yes.
He had a cool
Respectable.
ray gun.
Oh, dude.
He's from
yeah.
space. Yeah, I liked his armor. I don't know. He's just
Yeah.
he's just a cool little dude.
That's why he's the ref in the game because he's both Alien and Looney Tunes, so he couldn't play either.
Oh.
That's true. He.
Hey.
Best
That's
of both
true.
worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So,
Why do I feel like Wile E. Coyote's attempt at getting Roadrunner is basically my attempt at humor?
because of
Try.
the-
Because you
and then
both
just-
fail.
Tries and then
fail.
just crash and burn.
Yep.
Mine is another like generic one, I think, but Daffy Duck. I just love. He's got some of the best one-liners. especially in Space Jam. Like, just some of the stuff
Dude.
they say in the movie. He says in the movie is just so funny. He's just like that, arrogant, like, stupid character who thinks he knows everything but doesn't.
Dan, can you grab that for me?
What?
The water bottle.
Michael's secret stuff.
That's what we should put out. Writing on the table.
Right there for Logan's topic. Mike, we're talking Space
Michael's
Jam.
secret stuff.
Michael's secret stuff.
Boom.
Yeah.
Am I covering that up on the camera? Okay, we're good.
No, you're good.
But I think he's just a really funny character overall. So, but then to like the second part now, what are you guys' thoughts on Space Jam, the original?
Best movie ever made.
It was
False, but it's fun.
It was
Realistic
a fun
ones.
and entertaining
It was very
movie.
fun, especially for its time. No one had done that.
I
You know,
love it.
Okay, Jordan, do you actually think it was best movie ever? Or are you just saying that
like
to be
what is
meanie?
your honest thought? Like not like
Okay,
critiquing it,
honest
but
thought.
Yes.
It is in my top 3 movies of all time.
Interesting. All right.
I love it.
What else is up there?
The Other Guys and
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. Yeah.
Okay.
Dark Knight better be number 1. Those other 2 don't even deserve to be there. So
They really don't.
They're so good.
no,
They're such
I-
good
they are-
movies.
Yeah, I don't. I
No.
they're
just
not that good.
yeah.
If you like
Rewatch
the
this-
other guys, you might as well just have Step Brothers up there too.
You know, I've actually never
Or
seen
not.
Step Brothers.
No, I'm just saying it doesn't deserve to be up there, but it's
No.
two
I
guys
do
that are
think
buddies
other-
to the movie.
Other guys
It's
is
the
way
same
better
thing.
than
Do you know what
Step
else is a
Brothers.
really
I
good
agree.
movie? Is
I agree.
Daddy's Home. That's a great one too.
I think that movie was terrible.
What do you mean it was terrible? That was hilarious.
That movie was terrible.
It's not even the best movie with Daddy in the title. Big Daddy with Adam Sandler is a phenomenal movie.
I was gonna say, where are you going with this, Tim?
It's like,
That movie's definitely better.
Far.
I was like, Tim, we cannot go there.
This is why we don't go to Jordan for opinions on movies
It's
because
true.
we know
So
it's
let's
usually
Actually,
garbage.
let's
this
get
is why
some
we don't
realistic
go to Jordan
opinions.
for most any opinions.
Yeah. So let's get some realistic opinions on Space Jam.
Why are you
Dan
guys always
Weston?
so mean to
It was
me?
incredibly fun, especially
Because
for the
you
time
deserve
period.
it.
For the audience.
I
It was
mean, have you
definitely
looked
for,
at your
kids
taste?
and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But realistically, like, wasn't that great by any means. Michael Jordan's
Yeah.
not a good actor,
Yeah.
but it was really fun.
Yeah.
It was a fun story. It was pretty cool.
Michael Jordan
know.
can't do everything, Jordan.
Yes, he can.
I like rewatching today. I definitely think it's a good movie. It's a good fun kids
It's
movie.
classic.
Yeah.
But there are definitely some really weird, stupid stuff. Like the pacing's kind of weird. It's just kind of like I don't know. Overall, there's some like jokes that
Jordan's
just
holding
don't
back
hit.
tears.
I do love one of my favorite parts of the movie is the fact that Michael Jordan has this just super normal house. And he's just like living in a neighborhood, and people are driving by like,
Hey,
"Hey, Michael!"
Michael.
It's like this is not realistic at all. Like
No.
he would at least have a fence around his house, at
Right.
least.
And then his,
You know, like,
At least a
at
fence.
least the fence. His, I guess his maid
yeah.
always makes me laugh. Charles, get off him, Charles. I don't know why.
But
I have a very simple man to please. But yet I'm somehow still single, so you know that.
Or
That's cool.
when all those guys lose their powers and they have to act like they can't play basketball.
I love like
They're
the.
so
That's
dumb.
my favorite part of the movie. I'm not gonna lie. Is when like, their whole like subplot of them
Bro,
like
would I-
trying to figure out and deal with how they lost their powers. Like they go to the
That was pretty funny,
psychiatrist.
yeah.
and
Charles Barkley's pray to the church. I'll never go out with Madonna again.
Yeah, I love the in Charles Barkley's the psychiatrist, and he's telling about how he got whooped by the girl at like the street ball game, and he's like, "But it happened. It wasn't a dream."
Yeah.
It's like
This little
it's
girl,
really
5 foot nothing, blocked my shot.
it's just like really funny seeing them like go through like how they're coping, and like they're at the doctors, and he's like trying to explain like how he lost his like skills. He's like doing like the motions or whatever.
Yeah, something went up in my nose. Was it Muggsy Bogues? But I love my mama.
And I love how like at the end too, when Michael comes back with all their talent and the ball, they don't question it at all. Like
they're
they're
not
just like
Michael, how did you get all of
it's
our
like,
talent?
did you do this? Like they're like, oh, sweet, we got our power, we got our basketball skills back. Like, you want to play a 3-on-3 game with us? And it's like, what?
It's Michael
Yeah,
Jordan. Of course he's got the powers.
Of course.
It's really just all his powers. He should give them a little bit.
Yeah, I honestly, and he would probably still be better than all of them combined.
He's great.
He's the best of all time.
Agreed.
No basketball player will ever be better.
I believe it for real reasons, though. You believe it because you're just kind of dumb like that.
It's true.
Even while agreeing with you, he bashes you.
Love you, Jordan.
What I do need to add that
I'm
to
really
the Dan
starting
Dumb
to
Tracker.
question that. I am really starting to question this.
Well, come on. You think Space Jam is like a top quality movie one of the greatest of all time. It's not true.
Because
Yeah.
in
It could
my
be one of your
life,
favorites.
in my life, it is
Of
one
course.
of the movies that has had the most impact on me because I watch it all the time growing up, and I
That would
love
be
it.
worthy of a favorite.
Yeah.
Mhm. But not greatest.
Not greatest.
For me, you asked of my opinion, so for me,
So
So
in
that's
my
a
opinion,
favorites list,
Yeah.
not a greatest movie.
Yeah,
It's my greatest movie.
No, it's still not a greatest movie. It's
So
just
it's
one
your
of your
favorite?
favorites.
Okay, Jordan.
I'll be out
Jordan.
here.
Jordan. What is your favorite?
You Epstein? You're gonna
Oh, jeez.
Didn't kill himself.
What is
That
your
was a
favorite
Michael
thing to
Scott
drink?
Moment.
I mean, like my favorite flavor?
Your favorite thing to drink? Like if you had to pick one thing to drink right now, what would it be?
I'm drinking G Fuel.
Okay, would you guys say it's the greatest drink of all time?
No.
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 Orange juice is really good. That's top tier for sure.
No.
No.
And no pulp, Trevor.
No poll. Yeah.
Watch good. Tea. That's where it's at.
I actually agree.
Sweet tea is extremely
Actually,
good.
I think PK just kind of said it best. Your opinion is wrong, Jordan. Accept it.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
Apparently, only I am.
It's true.
Yeah.
Don't applaud that. Hannah.
Yay!
Hannah, how could you?
They're ahead of me.
That's funny.
This is the saddest episode I think we've ever had.
That's pretty fun.
I think it's a favorite already with the chat.
Uh huh.
Oh yeah.
This is so sad.
But in this case, it's a favorite and the best.
That's true.
You guys are just out to get me. Can we move on to like
Yeah.
the other part
Well-
of your topic?
Well, that's kind of we're talking about Space Jam right now. Like Weston, I don't know if you said anything.
I've seen it a few times, and I will say it's entertaining. That's how I consider it. It's good. It's entertaining. I can sit down, I can watch it, and I can have a good time. But am I ever going to call it one of the best or the greatest? No. Okay. I wouldn't even really consider it one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Like I'll watch it, but I won't choose
It's just
to
a
watch
classic
it.
movie.
It's a classic. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Agreed.
Top tier.
just to kind of close it out, what's everybody's like favorite part of the movie? Like favorite scene?
Oh, it's been a while since I last watched it.
I like when they're trying to play basketball, but they can't.
Yeah, that's
really
yeah.
fun.
I would say that the subplot of the players who lost their powers in
that's
general
one of
is
my
my
favorite.
favorite
Yeah,
thing.
it's really good.
I really also like the where they like clean up the court. They're like, oh, it just needs a little bit of spit shine, and then it just magically becomes just clean and this nice.
Tasmanian
court.
Devil, lemony fresh.
That's a pretty funny part.
Oh no.
No, it's bad when you can quote the entire movie.
Mm-hmm.
I can quote all of The Office too.
That's
But
terrible.
like,
That
I will
is
say,
really
like,
bad.
it's a very like, it does a very good job at doing that. Like, where you remember stuff. Like, it's very memorable.
It
like,
is,
I,
extremely.
like I said, I haven't watched it since I was a kid, and watching it again today, I was like, dang, I remember a lot more of this movie than I thought I did.
And going back and watching it
It
now,
was very simple
Yeah.
to know and remember. You
Mm-hmm.
know?
Yeah.
like if you go back and watch it as an adult, there's a lot of hidden jokes and a lot of little
Yes.
things that you don't catch as a kid.
Yeah.
That you just appreciate the movie even
Yep.
more for it growing
Is,
up.
is no one gonna mention the part where Bill Murray gets good at basketball? That's a
We
pretty
talk
good
about
part.
it. He always was.
I
Yeah.
think that one of my favorite lines from that whole movie though, and it is just when Bill Murray's like, Larry's not white, Larry's clear.
Yeah, Larry's
I think you have said one of my favorite lines about that movie about 5 times now.
It's true because every quote from that movie is his favorite.
It's true.
Well, that's why I said it's one of my favorite
It
lines.
is, no, that one's up
They're
there.
all my favorite.
Like I was saying earlier before the podcast, one of my favorite like lines is when they're like getting his jersey and like all his basketball gear, like Bugs and Daffy, and they're like walking through the house, and they like see the kids got like Bugs Bunny stuff, and they're like, "Have you ever seen any like the money from this?" And they're like, "No, we haven't." He's like, "We need to get new agents."
That's pretty good. That's pretty great too. Also, PK in chat just said exactly what you said earlier about him being an alien and a Looney Tune, so
Yeah.
that's why he's the referee.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That I actually never thought about that until you brought it up. Surprisingly enough,
Yep.
He's gonna have to go watch it again.
I'm gonna have to. I'll have to watch it tonight or watch it even.
Dang cat, I got a hair in my eye and it hurts.
I thought this topic was just so moving to you. That
How's
you
it
said
feel,
I did
man?
see your.
This
I
is
was
how I
red. I'm
feel.
like, what the heck?
Dang pebbles. Ow.
Do you need out, Dan?
No, we're good.
Do you need to
I'm-
spray it with that compressed air?
I'll spray you with a
We
compressed
need a
air.
sub. We need a sub.
Trevor, we need you.
Where's the secret?
Hey,
Secret sauce.
if we don't have 4 people,
Oh my god! How old was that water? Hold on. This is like
Good
this is
thing it,
about
like,
dusty
didn't
as
get
hell.
it's
me.
not water. It's not just water.
Like this is all
It's
dusty and
Michael's secret
everything.
stuff.
It's Michael's
come on.
Water
secret
just
stuff.
dripped out.
That's not water. It's Michael's secret stuff.
Yeah,
We
come
gotta-
on, Jordan.
We can't do the podcast without 4 people, or else we have to quit. That's just how it is. We need a 4th.
Dan's like in tears,
I'm
has
good.
to rip his eye
Bill
out.
It's just one eye.
Bill Murray walks to the door and is ready to sub in.
Well,
He
you
knows the
know,
producer.
in anime, the people with one eye are always the strongest. So.
Give me an eye patch.
Aye, Captain.
No.
I can't hear
You call me,
Aye, Captain.
You call me Steve the Pirate.
Oh no.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I got for my topic.
I should put
Alright.
Space Jam on my phone and watch it on the plane tomorrow.
Okay, so
Moving
Dan.
on.
Well, if you get a good enough plane, you have movies on the plane.
I don't know what Frontier is like. I've never flown Frontier.
I watched
Wow.
Space Jam on the way back
Those are the
from
ones
Rome.
that
That
get
was fun.
hijacked.
That was one of my 5 movies
Those
I
are the
watched
ones
on
you-
that
what?
flight.
You say those are the ones that get hijacked? Yeah. Well, I don't think anyone's gonna hijack a plane between Denver and San Diego, so I think we might be good.
You never know. They might try to run it in California.
But-
Maybe that's a very strong possibility.
So next
We'll see.
topic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's,
so I
let's
guess-
move on here.
Weston or Dan, I don't care.
I guess I can go then.
Go for it.
Go for it.
All right. So mine kind of almost piggybacks off what we discussed last week, but it's kind of a different focus as well.
When you say last week, do you mean last Monday or the?
So next week.
No,
Yeah.
last week, not
Monday.
the next week's episode, but last week's episode.
All right, so like the okay, because
where we discussed like the
Nintendo
Nintendo and
Gotcha.
whatnot. So, all right. So
I was over there making an eye patch with painter's tape and a sticky note.
I should have brought my.
That's not gonna fit on my head, dude.
that's way too small, Tim.
I should have brought my
Wait,
Ken Koniki mask
but-
and could have wore
I
that.
would have worn that.
But my topic is this. So recently, Steam announced the release of what is called the Steam Deck, which is going to be a handheld console that can be transported around. So it's contain your entire library, and it's supposed to be kind of in competition with the Switch,
Yeah.
right? Do you actually think it's going to be worthwhile? Do you think it's actually going to be competitive, etc.? Because I know from experience with Steam in the past, like their physical products typically aren't that great. Like I had their controller, it sucked.
Yeah.
It's
I
from
had
Steam.
their little
Stuff from Steam is garbage.
whatchamacallit that
Unfortunately.
takes it over to a TV so you can play it on a normal
I'm knocking things over, but I got it.
yeah, whatever you call this thing. I have one of these too.
Steam Link.
Steam Link.
Yeah, Steam Link.
It's not that great.
I got
it's
one
really
for
not.
$5.
I think
Yeah.
that's what this one was.
That's
too.
how I got mine as well. It was on one of the summer sales.
Yep.
It really wasn't that good.
$5 on the sale.
So is it? That's just like a way.
I
to
have found
play
that
it on
So-
computers.
the hardware Steam has produced has always been below quality expectations.
Yeah.
So I have very
Here you go,
low
Dan.
hopes for this. Does that make sense? So I wanted to get
Don't
your
do
guys'
this.
thoughts. I mean, they claim it's going to have a better CPU.
I'll
It's
wear
going to
it if
have
you
a
don't.
lot more storage, but at the same time, it has to have more storage because the other games that are going to, like the games that are going to be on there, are going to be far larger. I approve. I approve.
You should have had it cover your other eye, just so that way it's more hidden on camera.
Or more seen on camera?
Well, more, yeah, sure.
I approve, Logan.
Pain is all I know.
No, but it's essentially what this is, though, is it just streams from your
Yeah.
computer
Mhm.
to this. It hooks up to a TV. You can have a controller that hooks up with
Yeah.
Bluetooth, and you can play it on anything.
Mm-hmm.
I've never once plugged it in, though. So I don't even know if this works. I've
might
had
be
it.
all
I
the
bought it for
rest.
$5, and it's like, oh, that could be kind of cool to have on a shelf just to say I own one.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really about it.
But yeah, like I've tried using the one that I got, and it's really not that great. Like it was so laggy. Like I had a direct connection between that and my router, so that there shouldn't have been any lag. And I have pretty good internet. Okay, it still sucked.
We live in Iowa. You can't expect good internet here.
This was in frickin' Cedar Falls, which is one of the 5 fastest internets in the
Yeah.
world.
Not just Cedar Falls, frickin' Cedar Falls.
It's
Exactly.
true. Okay, so you can't just say Iowa because Cedar Falls, like the internet there was so fast that president at the time came to see it. So I mean, I don't really count that as saying too much, but at the same time, you know the internet's fast when the president takes time to come in and just.
Would that have been
acknowledge it.
Obama then?
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
What's Obama's last
Oh, I was gonna say Obama just shows up with like an Xbox or something. He's like,
Hi
"Good morning, gamers. Let's get going."
So
we're gonna be playing some Call of Duty today.
So it was good. It was good internet, but the problem was that the quality of the hardware was just so low.
Those dang campers.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this.
And then I get that it's supposed to utilize the general network that you're in, but
All I'm
even my
thinking of-
router was still
All I can
incredibly
think of
good too.
is that GIF.
Okay, so
The
Steam
Obama
Link.
GIF.
Yeah.
My bad.
I
Well, not just the Steam Link. I'm talking about the Steam Deck in general.
Steam Deck.
It's gonna be garbage.
Yeah.
That's my expectation at this point, and they're
definitely
asking like, if you want to get the
Oh, yeah,
version you
that's
have
Steam
to
Deck.
have, which is going to be the 512 gigabyte, because let's be real,
Yeah.
the games these days are rather large, and you're not going to be storing very many of your favorite games on the 64 gigabyte or the 256 gigabyte. So you're going to go with the 512. You can get one, and right now it doesn't even support very well. It doesn't seem that it's going to support the SD cards for additional storage.
what the heck
I
is
have
that?
very
Trevor?
very low expectations for it, and that's still going to cost $650 for that,
Yeah.
which is more than double that of the Switch.
Yeah, I honestly, I think if you're going to be paying $650 for something with just an APU in it,
Mm-hmm.
get a laptop. Like, spend an extra $150 more and get a laptop that's probably going to perform about the same.
Uh huh.
Like, I
Agreed. Oh, I actually agree
I-
Jordan on something.
That was perfect.
It was good.
No, so I don't know. I feel like just spend an extra $150, get a laptop, call it good. Because at least then you can use it for other things other than just games.
I mean, well, the Steam Deck is supposed to be able to utilize like third-party apps and supposed to be able to accept Windows OS. I hear.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think it's going to work very well. I mean, right now it runs
No.
on the Steam OS, and how effective is it going to be to actually install a different operating system on it?
I don't think it's going to be very good at all. I think it's a really cool concept. I mean, it's basically a Nintendo Switch for PC gaming, but at the same time, with a like a Raspberry Pi or something, like you can make a low end thing. Like obviously Raspberry Pis are going to be powerful, right? They're fairly low end,
And that's what you need for PC gaming.
Mm-hmm.
no, but I mean, you can make handheld things for like retro gaming and stuff already. Which
Sure,
the
but-
Steam Deck, Steam Deck. I get the Steam Deck and Steam Link confused.
Guys, Raspberry.
Quiet in the audience, please.
Yeah, come on. Raspberry Pis are not that uncommon.
Yeah, we were like, what? Food,
You
dessert,
don't eat
what?
them.
No, so a Raspberry Pi is like just a little tiny computer, essentially.
It's very
Simple.
It's very simple. It's something that's mostly done by people who are actually like computer scientists, people who are familiar with coding,
Yeah.
to do their own work.
Yeah.
Okay, like you can build it from the ground up.
Yeah, it's not
So-
anything special. But anyways, I feel like, here in a few years anyways, like, let's be real, it's going to not be able to run any modern games. Like,
Agreed.
Even now, I am questioning its ability to run modern titles.
I mean, we don't even know if it's going to run what was that, New World by Amazon, which is supposed to be killing
Okay,
GPUs
to be
anyway.
fair, New World is destroying people's graphics cards, like actually bricking
Yep.
$2,000 GPUs. So I really,
Legit.
like, I don't
So,
know
and
what's
they
going
said
on with it.
in their description, like in their online release of it, that it can play all modern games right
No.
now. They haven't found one that it doesn't run. It's just like, give me 20 minutes. I'll find something it can't play.
All right, so the sheer fact alone that most modern GPUs could not play Cyberpunk when it came out is telling me that this little handheld thing, just not too much bigger than a cell phone, is going to be able to run that. Let's be. If my huge gaming PC over here, with a 2070 in it,
Ha,
would not
huge.
would not be able
The
to
huge PC.
run. If that would not be able
Huge.
to run Cyberpunk, there's no way this will. I mean, you could lower it way down. Obviously, lower all the settings and everything, and it might work. But even
But
then,
even then, why would you want to sacrifice the quality
Yeah,
for that price?
I don't know. Like I said, I think it works. Handheld gaming works for Nintendo because their games, as we've talked about before, are not graphically intensive.
Exactly.
They're not
It's the only
realistic.
way,
It's
yeah.
kind of its own little thing to begin with. I mean, this would be good if you wanted to play Stardew Valley, I guess, or something like that.
That's
But
on the
even
Switch.
then,
It's on the Switch.
well, I was
How-
gonna say, but then at that point, just get it on the Switch.
yeah, and also, how bad is the battery going to be on that thing?
Oh, it's gonna be atrocious.
Like, considering how intense most of the games are going to be if you play them at any reasonable resolutions or like settings.
Did they ever say what the resolution of the screen was on that?
Yeah, it's like 800 pixels by. I don't know why I'm looking around at the other people here. It's like
I don't know.
Is it even 720p? Like
it's a little past. It's a little
past 720 because I think the Switch is 720 in handheld, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's slightly higher resolution than the Switch. It's not gonna work, man.
No, it's not. That's my opinion on it. And yet, a lot of people online are saying like, "Oh, is this going to be the new like Switch killer, or is this going to be a replacement?
No.
Is this going to be even a competition?" I don't think so.
No one in their right mind thinks that.
It costs
kind of how I
twice as
feel.
much money, and it's in 2 years not gonna be able to run the games you want for it anyway. So I mean, perfect world. Obviously, not everyone can afford it. Get yourself a good PC. Get yourself a Nintendo Switch. You have exactly what you're wanting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can even just a Switch. Like if you just want something to play on the go, because the Steam Deck does that does have the ability to hook up to a TV and stuff, and just like a Switch that way, right? Okay.
Yep, but you have to buy the dock separately. It does
Oh,
not
do
come
you?
with one.
Okay. See, when it was announced,
They're taking some of Apple's advertising.
Oh,
they
most
are.
assuredly.
Yeah, that's an Apple move right there.
Yeah.
When that was announced, I was driving back with Logan, so I didn't see everything on it, and I still, for whatever reason, haven't fully caught up on the news of it. So I'm kind of behind. I have a general idea, but I am a little behind on it.
Oh, sure. I was saying Logan's was empty.
I don't
but-
know if this is going to spill anything or not.
Finish it. Every drop out. Logan first. I guess Logan still has some.
It's... There we go.
Got it.
No, so anyways, I feel like just get a Switch, man. If
Yeah.
you want like Stardew Valley on the go,
Let me take
you
this
have a
off.
Switch. If you want, you know, because realistically, it's not running. You're not gonna be playing Battlefield. You're not gonna be playing Call of Duty. You're not gonna be playing
Any
Even-
worthwhile game that you can't already play on the Switch.
None.
even Skyrim. I feel like, you know,
Just buy a Switch.
you could.
Yeah.
It's still on Switch.
It's on
You know,
Switch.
so it's like for $350
Skyrim's on
bucks.
everything.
You can
You
get
know,
the
you can
new
get a Switch.
OLED model of the Switch.
Yeah, and it's. Yeah,
Then for another less than $50, you can get those games for some
Yeah.
of them. So
I definitely. There's no way.
So-
It's a cool concept.
Yeah.
If anything, it would be a cool thing if you had the money to throw away, to buy, just so you could say, "Hey, guess what? I have one." But then, even then, it's like it's just more.
I don't
of
even
a-
get that mentality though of like, oh, I'm just gonna buy it.
I think it's gonna
to
be like a collector's item.
You don't have that much
20
money
years
yet,
from now,
Logan.
probably.
right?
It's just
It'll
a
be one of
waste
those
of money.
things like the whatever was it, the Power Fist or whatever from Nintendo or
Power
whatever.
Glove?
Power Glove, yeah. Like the
I never heard of that.
Power Glove.
Power
No.
glove.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what it is.
it's like one of those collector's item back in the day.
Thanos.
Where somebody tried something and then it just flopped.
It is.
And
It's
people
the 90s
still want
version.
it just because it's a collector's item.
Yep. That's what I think it's gonna be.
Yeah, it definitely is going to be a. Hey, look, I have this. It's not usable, really. I mean, it's kind of the same reason why I bought the Steam Link, but at the same time, that was $5. You know, it's like,
That was
I bought it-
$5.
Yeah.
I
bought it
bought
for
it to
$5.
say that I had it, and I just wanted it for my shelf. You know, it's not even up on there. It
Sa-
was for a little bit.
It says
but
the
now
guy using an Xbox as a boom weight mic, or boom mic weight.
Mm-hmm.
true.
Hey, that is a excellent paperweight, my good sir. What else am I going to use it for?
First world problems.
Yep. Those
I don't
with
play the
money.
Xbox.
Well, regardless, I
You
think
should get a
we've-
boot card for that.
What,
don't
for
even-
not
does-
playing the Xbox?
For using
Just
it as
for
a
you.
boom mic weight.
I mean, to be fair, it's using for your mic weight.
I mean, you could find something else.
I just thought for such a special.
Moving
guy,
on.
he has a special
Yeah,
equipment.
I think we've.
Did you
we
say
think
that
we've-
deserves a boo, Dan? Or oh, wait, no, an oob. I say.
Regardless, I think we've hit that subject well enough. Internet, mark this. This is probably the one subject that Jordan and I actually agree on.
Yeah.
We've agreed on other things.
This is probably one of the only ones we've ever agreed on. So,
I feel the love. Dan, do you just want to move on and we
Sure.
can, we can
That's
cover
all.
your
Sure, we'll do
topic? All right, last one.
Okay,
Do you
my
have a drum
topic-
roll card?
No,
Oh.
you will hear that on this table.
Just a final countdown.
Alright. So mine is my topic is about single player versus multiplayer gaming. Pros and cons. What you prefer? What's your favorite? Why?
Single player because I have no friends.
You don't play single player games, Jordan.
I do.
Mm,
You play multiplayer.
You
more,
play
to be
multiplayer
honest.
games. That's
Mainly.
what single player games do you play?
I play both.
Skyrim. Minecraft is mostly single player because no one ever
Minecraft's
gets
multiplayer.
on. No one ever gets on my server anymore, so it's single
Mine's
player.
still multiplayer.
But
Play
no one ever
Minecraft. You
plays with
play
me.
Sea of Thieves. Play Fall Guys. You play all that garbage.
Raft.
Yeah.
Jordan, don't you lie to us. We know better.
So you think I actually have friends?
No, we say you play multiplayer games, not that you
Yeah.
have friends. There's a
you
difference.
You play multiplayer games incorrectly. You get rid of the multi.
So I
You
just
play it on
games.
Twitch. It's a multiplayer game.
I mean, okay, whatever. Whatever, bud. Because like even Pokemon, that's technically multiplayer, but I play it mostly single player. Unless Logan and I are doing the raid dens together, then it's multiplayer.
I think Pokemon. It depends which one you play. Cause like,
It depends how you play it too.
yeah. Cause I feel like
Mhm.
if you're saying like the Game Boy or like Game Boy Advance games,
Those are single player.
Those are really single
technically
player.
they're
Single player.
multiplayer because you can link cable, but like nobody
They're
does
not
that.
multiplayer.
So it's
Yeah.
Single player.
Do you know how many people actually had the link
Yeah.
cables that you knew?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Exactly.
That was my problem.
Yeah. So
I have one right over here.
Go
Yeah,
get
but
it.
I didn't know you back when they were coming out and I was actually playing those games.
Jordan, go get
Yeah.
it. Prove it.
I don't want to get up. That's a long walk in the closet.
But yeah, I generally I like both. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I generally prefer single player games because I think the games in general are usually narrative driven and much more quality. Just better games in general. I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's where your RPGs come from. That's where all the awesome action adventure games come from.
Yeah.
That sort of stuff.
Well, Jordan wouldn't know that. He has
You
no
wouldn't
culture
know
in
that
gaming.
at all. I understand that.
Why is it everything has to go back to an insult to me?
Because you still haven't played any of the games we recommended to you.
It's true.
None.
Not a one.
Never.
And you probably never will.
Most likely.
We know you well enough, Jordan.
Trevor. Thanks, buddy.
I should have a
You
quiet
got it,
card, quiet
dude.
dog.
Silence. I kill you.
But I mean, I like multiplayer too.
Yeah.
Depends on the game, obviously. There's a lot of games that are really popular nowadays. Multiplayer games are like kind of like the party games
Mm-hmm.
that are fairly simple. Say Fall Guys had a really big
Yeah. That was
opening,
fun.
and I hated that game. Trevor knows.
Dan
I
loved
hated
Fall
that game.
Guys.
So dumb.
See, Fall Guys has one of my favorite memories
infuriating.
ever, and it was when Chris made that bet with me, and he goes, "If you win this game, I will do the Death Nut challenge, but if you don't win, you have to make a Carolina Reaper smoothie." And I'm like, "There's a chance Chris has to do this. You got it, dude." I ended up winning. It's one of my favorite videos on my YouTube channel I've ever made. Chris was like in pain, so much pain. I love that kid to death,
Well
but
done.
he was hurting so bad.
But that kind of stuff, I feel like it's fun for a little bit, and then it dies. Like it doesn't keep your attention for very long. Those types of games.
Yep.
A lot of multiplayer games, I think, kind of follow that same
Mm-hmm. Yep.
same way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of
Um,
multiplayer games now are the same thing, anyways. Where most of the ones people
Yeah,
play are
There you go. too.
battle royale.
A lot of them are very unoriginal.
Yeah, it's like all battle royale games now.
Yeah.
Every new big game that comes out.
Well, that's
Excuse
what
me.
gets all of
Is
the players with
basically
all the
battle
little
royale.
kids who spend all the money from their parents.
Yep, that's what I was about
That's
to say.
where the money's at.
Yeah.
So you follow the trends.
Gotta
and
get
that's the
those
trend right
V-Bucks,
now,
bro.
Yep.
But
Mm-hmm.
I find they die off very quickly.
Yep.
V-Bucks.
Well,
is
that's
fun.
because there's just nothing to
It's
them.
not. Yeah, it's
It's the exact same
keeps you
thing
there.
that you just
Yeah.
keep going in there, and only
You-
so long as you've got those other people playing with you is it even remotely fun.
those. Yeah,
Like-
like those are only fun when you have that group of friends that you can game with.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If you go into one of those games by yourself and just grind by yourself, they're usually not that fun.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, when I was growing up, I 7th, 8th, and 9th grade, I guess. So if you want to call that growing up, I guess I do.
You never grew up.
Fair.
Agreed.
I never grew up. I just grew up.
You were
weird.
always huge.
No, but I I used to be obsessed with playing Call of Duty multiplayer. Like
Yeah.
that was my jam back in the day, dude. Halo 3 multiplayer and Modern Warfare.
We'll get into that a little bit. But
Those were my two things that I played more than anything else. And now I've hit the point where I actually can't stand jumping in and playing those games. Like I can't stand jumping in and playing first person shooters anymore. You know, like Call of Duty. I don't know if it's because the game changed enough or if it's because
there's definitely game change. The culture of those games changed a lot.
Yeah, so it's
I
either the
miss the
game
old
changed
days.
or I changed, and I really
Both.
it's probably a pretty good mixture.
That's
of
why you jump on and play with us.
Yeah.
Because
I
we
miss-
make it fun again.
Yeah.
The people you play with make those games fun.
both. See,
I
I'm
agree.
sure it would.
I
The
agree.
problem is when I play games, you guys are all sleeping.
That's
true.
true. I admit,
Personal
That
issue.
doesn't sound like our problem.
It really
Sounds
is.
like
No,
your
I'm
problem.
not saying it is your problem. I'm just saying like that's why I don't jump on
But,
all
like,
that often.
Old school, like we haven't played for a long time, but you
Yeah,
know,
we'll play Call
a
of
bunch of us
Duty.
used to play Call of Duty, right? We'd
Yeah.
game to each other. That was fun because you had people you could talk to, you could work and strategize with. Sometimes someone would go rogue with a knife. You may be in the audience. You may frustrate us.
I mean,
but-
those sound like the best people to play
No,
with.
like you can have fun, you know. Those are really good moments to remember. Like one of my favorite multiplayer game ever, one of my favorite games of all time, is Halo 2. I played System Link LAN parties
Dude,
in the
LAN
beginning of
parties.
Xbox Live all the time. Like I played thousands of hours of that game with my friends in like late middle school, early high school. Like thousands of hours. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And we went to tournaments and played tournaments in that game. Like that game was fantastic. Halo 3, awesome. I played with my brother all the time. The beginning of Modern Warfare Call of Duty games, played with my brother all the time. Really, really fun.
Yeah.
Those are good memories. But once you stop playing with those people, or the game dies off,
Yeah.
like
See, and that might be my issue with it too.
it's
is
tough. I
you
also
know,
happen to
my-
be pretty good at those games, so that helps. When you suck, you know, it really,
Yeah.
you know.
Truth.
Yeah, because like I said, Modern Warfare and Halo 3, dude. Like Modern Warfare 2, I guess more specifically was
That was a good one.
That was good.
that was what I think I put more time into. I played a lot of Modern Warfare, but I got into it late.
Gotta do
Yeah.
Rust, no scope matches.
So dumb.
That was my
You were
favorite.
one of those kids.
I was back in the day. Like I always play like
The start of the culture changed.
he
It ruined
three-
everything.
He 360 no scope double wide.
yeah, we do all that.
Why?
We try to do that stuff. We'd play like what was it like? It was like Friday the 13th or something we call it, where it's like one guy had a knife, you just ran around and like basically
Custom games on Halo 3.
yeah, custom games.
Halo 2, where it started on Xbox Live, where there wasn't, you couldn't even change game
See,
types.
I didn't play Halo 2.
Yeah.
When
you
I
missed out.
When I got a 360, Halo 3 was already a few years older, like
Yeah.
a year old or something. So I never got into Halo 2,
Mhm.
but because I had a PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, and then I went and I got an Xbox 360.
Sure.
I think it was probably 2007, I want to say it was. Because I know I was in middle school. It was either when I was in 6th or 7th grade. I don't remember exactly. So Halo 3 was already out at that point. So I never played 2.
Halo
So
2,
Halo 3 custom games were just so much fun, dude.
Halo 2 was like the beginning of Xbox Live, like on regular Xbox Live.
Yeah.
And we finally got that hooked up at my friend's house, and like we would go in and we met some people online. We played them. Like Infection, remember Infection, like
Oh,
Halo
yeah.
3?
Oh, yeah, that was so much fun, dude.
We played that in Halo 2. With the start of it, like we just came up with that game.
So
If you
before it
could-
was like an official.
You couldn't change game types in that game, like and make things different. Like so, you
Yeah.
just had to know the rules, explain the rules over live, and play it. And hopefully, people keep the
Listen.
rules.
Yeah.
Like, but it was so fun.
Yeah.
Good old days. I'm old.
Yeah, I turned 27 in less than 2 weeks, and I feel old.
Man. That's rough. Yeah, I think when it comes to me,
Quiet,
Please.
please.
What'd you say?
Scott, I'm gonna turn 22.
Oh,
You,
don't
you
even.
young ones.
22.
Young whippersnappers, silence
Wait,
out
who's
there.
younger, Trevor or Logan?
Me.
So you're the youngest one here?
I'm pretty sure.
Ah.
And I am the eldest.
But yes. So
Moving on.
when it comes to me, single player versus multiplayer, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like I play both. I like both. Like I said, Call of Duty. Love playing Call of Duty Squad. Rocket League I'll play every now and then. I haven't played that in a long time, but I like that game. But I do prefer single player. Just like I love Zelda games, the Mario game, pretty much all the Nintendo properties. I love playing those. Pokemon's, it can be multiplayer, but for the most part it's single player, and I play it
Yeah.
mostly single player.
Yeah.
I've kind of gotten into the competitive scene a little bit as of late with
With
the newest games.
Pokemon?
With the newest games. So I've kind of gotten into the multiplayer side of things, but that's only because like EV training and stuff has gotten more mainstream and easier to do. But yeah, I just love the story of games, and I love that's one of the things I love about Halo 2 is like it's kind of the best of both worlds, I think, because Halo
It's fantastic.
has a great
campaign.
story, great
is
campaigns,
awesome.
and along with a great multiplayer thing. So that's what I really like about Halo is that it's kind of the best of both worlds.
Those had like, you know, there's like really great single player games. Those are like the awesome story and everything.
Yeah.
The ones that you can come back later and replay again.
Yeah.
A lot of those single player games you play once, like that was really cool. I will remember that for a long time. I probably won't ever play that again, right?
Yeah.
So there's a limitation there to single player, but some of those games you can just play again all the time.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'll play.
I don't remember how many times I played through the campaign of Halo.
Yeah.
So many
Dude,
times.
I played through it a lot, and then I would go and turn on skulls and stuff.
Right.
And Grunt Birthday Party made
Yeah.
that game.
Grind achievements, get them all,
Perfect.
find everything.
Yeah.
Yep. I
There's a ton
remember
of games
when
I
I was
played
going for 100% in Skyrim, of course, you know, I got to bring it up. I messed up on one quest for a Daedric artifact, and one of the trophies was getting all 15.
Yep.
I ended with 14 after like 300 or 400 hours.
Oh yeah.
So I
Mine
restarted
glitched.
I restarted the game
Mine
and played
glitched.
through all 300 or 400 hours again to get all the things for that.
Mine glitched.
That sucks. That sucks.
I know.
Those struggles are
It was
real.
terrible.
Yeah.
Made me stop playing.
Yeah.
But I gotta ask though too. So you bring up single player and multiplayer, and yes, I know I would almost consider co-op to be its own kind of separate category.
Sure.
I mean, it's technically multiplayer.
It's multiplayer.
It is.
It's playing the single player portion of the game as a multiplayer.
Yeah.
'Cause,
which
I mean,
brings its own interesting, niche.
Yeah.
There's a game that I just
Genre
bought
to
a
it,
couple
but-
nights ago, and is it Deep Galactic? I think that might be the name of it. I
Never
honestly.
heard of it.
Do you want to open up my
Never heard.
Steam on the? It'd be
Another
the middle
game you'll
monitor
never
there.
play.
No, I played it the other night for a few hours with Lily, and it was actually a super fun game. And that's all co-op. Like it's not multiplayer, but it's not.
It's
It's not just
multiplayer.
single. Like you could
So
play
you play
single
with
player.
Lily, you
It's-
won't play
So
anyone
what am I
else.
looking for?
That's because you're not on late. Go to library.
I think co-op's multiplayer.
Up at the
it's
top, go to
multiple
library.
players. It's more
At
than
the
one
top.
player.
There you
This
go.
light is so bright. Is this what you stream with?
No, I lower it for stream. So click on it again,
Library.
and then is it like Deep Rock Galactic or something like that? It's
Recent
sort of.
games. Deep Rock Galactic.
That was a lot of fun.
Interesting.
So I've been playing that. I guess I've only played it one night with her, but that was a super fun game. And so I think I'm more into co-op almost than full-fledged like multi. Like the Call of Duty stuff is kind of lost on me now. Not a
Well, if
huge
you
fan.
go in with a squad, it is co-op.
See, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Which I guess Sea of Thieves. There's at most you have
It's
four.
cooperative.
I'm now making
Yeah.
fun of all your games.
Oh, dude.
You know,
All right, so half of those
multiplayer.
on there, or over half of those, I legitimately don't
Never
even know
touched.
what they are. I got them for Humble Bundle, so it's like $12 a month. I get 12 free games.
How,
or
how much
12
have you
games.
played American Truck Simulator?
0. That was one of the games I got through Humble
I
Bundle.
feel like that would actually be fun. I would enjoy that
I would play
personally.
it.
You just drive a truck. That's all it is.
I love geography, so I
You
feel like
ain't
that'd be
trucking, You
fun.
ain't trying.
You say if you ain't trucking, you ain't tried. Is that what
Yeah,
you just
that's
said?
how it is. That's the way of life. Trucking's the way of life.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I would say, I guess my perfect category would be co-op then.
Sure.
Okay.
Which, yes, it's technically multiplayer, but at the same time,
It's hybrid.
You get the difference
It's hybrid.
on laying out.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it. So I would have to go with that. Single player and co-op would be my two.
Okay.
Fair enough.
That's fair. So, as for me, I'm a single player guy.
Yeah.
I know growing up, for the longest time, my parents didn't even have internet at our house, so
Mm-hmm.
multiplayer wasn't really even an option.
Yeah.
Yes, I am old. I make him young. Okay, so let me tell you, when I wanted to play multiplayer, I had to go to the library and set up. Okay, that should tell you how old I am now. So. Most of my games, like
what's a
if I
library?
did have multiplayer, it was one of those local multiplayers where we just had multiple controllers plugged into the console, and
Yeah.
yes, they were still wired back in those days.
Heck yes.
You got the
So-
crappy one that was cheaper. That was like the death trap for your hands.
Yes.
Dude, what you
Yes.
did is you gave that one to your younger brother, and you're like, "Oh, here, you want to play with? Here's the."
If it was
worst
your
control."
house, you got the better
kills.
controller.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, my games single player. That's what I was able to play freely on my own. That's what I grew up with. That's what I knew.
Yeah.
That's what I'm best at.
Yeah.
And plus, they had the
Agreed.
best stories.
Mhm.
Like, I have played multiplayer games. They always seem to sacrifice story for some reason.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
some of them have
Generally,
okay
yeah.
stories. Some of the best ones are for the multiplayer are going to be the Halo games.
They're
Yeah.
I
the
really
best,
enjoy the
in my
world
opinion.
building in Halo.
Reach is my favorite.
But at the same time,
So
in
well
Halo,
done.
the multiplayer is totally separate from the story.
Yeah,
yeah,
but
So
that's because they
it's
actually put
To
effort
an
into the
extent,
story.
Yeah.
It's just like Call of Duty that way.
But yeah,
Like,
Call
it's
of
not
Duty-
like
Call
you're
of Duty-
playing
Call of
multi-
Duty's
They actually
stories
push it
suck for the most
further
part.
in the newer games.
The Modern Warfare
Like,
series has the best
War
stories.
games with Spartans.
World at
But-
War had a really good story as well.
The early Modern
I don't know.
Warfare.
Yeah.
Most of them.
The first Black Ops was really good too.
I like World at War quite a bit from like 2000. And,
Okay.
Was it 2008?
think so. Sounds right.
Maybe.
I want to say 2008 because it came out before Modern Warfare 2, and that was in 2009. So 2008 was World at War, right?
That came after Modern Warfare 2, I'm pretty sure.
Did it?
Yeah.
Alexa, what year did Call of Duty World at War come out?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Call of Duty was released in 2003. Did
That's-
that answer your question?
No,
That's the original.
Not-
Thanks for your feedback.
not at all.
But yeah, no, I love the story in Halo. It's like Reach is one of my favorite games. I remember like actually as a kid playing Reach and like tearing up at the end of that because like it was just so crazy. Like the story of that game is like, you know, I'm not gonna spoil it, but just like
Well, you can't really spoil it now.
I guess
Two-
It's
2008.
been that
that's true.
long.
That's true.
Noble
So,
Six
yeah,
died.
yeah, like all well, like just like not just the fact that your character dies, it's everybody like, and throughout the
Yep.
whole game you lose your teammates, and it's
Yep.
like this cool thing, and then like the last level is you just surviving as long as possible, trying to make this last stand. It makes just this epic,
Mhm.
like awesome story moment, and it's really cool to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Halo 3 when Johnson dies.
That is so sad.
Dude,
That hits ya.
Spoilers.
man crying moment.
Spoiler
Truth.
alert from 2007.
But yeah.
Look, if
Like,
you
they
haven't
got
played
good
it within
stuff.
10 years of its release,
14.
I know I
Got
said
good stuff
within
in
10
Oh,
years.
within
though.
10. I was like, it's been 14 now, dude.
That's my cap
Yeah.
on it. If
That's
it's been
fair.
at least 10 years, there's no spoiling.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
I think Halo's stuff is so cool because they
Yeah.
expand.
Yeah.
They've expanded on the universe. Like it's gone crazy. They have comics, they have books, they have
Mhm.
series.
When's the new one
movies
coming
and
out?
Stuff. Of
Uh,
what, Halo?
yeah.
It's gonna be a bit.
What's-
Holiday this year.
Yeah.
So they still haven't put out an
Holiday
official
this
release
year.
date.
No,
Okay, I don't think so.
but
We'll see.
yeah,
But
it's a good story.
like
Actually-
Halo's just fantastic.
You know, I just
Mhm.
realized, kind of off topic, but you know, Rogue One is basically the Halo Reach of Star Wars. Because it sets up the, because it
Is this
isn't-
like an episode of High Thoughts or something? Like if it
Well,
makes
no,
you think?
because
Or?
Because it comes right before and sets up.
it sets up
before
because
the
like the whole
first.
point of Reach is like it sets up the first Halo, or like they're
Mhm.
going and then they give the stuff.
It's the
to
pillar
Chief.
bottom that
Yeah,
leaves
yeah,
with,
and then
with Master Chief.
yeah, and then
Except Rogue One is like one of the worst Star Wars movies ever made.
it's really good actually.
I don't think it's that bad.
It's awful.
Because it's what?
You're
It's
just,
different.
you're just mad because it has 2 seconds of lightsaber battle. There's lightsabers in it.
If it weren't for Darth Vader making a pun and that last scene with him, it'd be like a 0 out of 10.
I love that. Like, it's actually a really good movie, but
It was actually way better than some of the new trilogy
oh,
movies.
it's better than all of them.
I would agree. I just didn't want to be completely overwhelming on that, but
Like Darth Vader force choking the dude. Be careful not to choke on your aspirations. And I was like, okay, Darth Vader just made a pun. I love this. I was like, that's the best part of this whole movie.
Of course, you would say that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
We explained that pretty well. Before we end it, let's just go to what's your favorite single player and favorite multiplayer
Ooh.
and favorite co-op? Since Jordan's got that.
All right. So favorite single player, Earthbound.
Okay.
One of the best games in my opinion.
Still never
If you-
played it.
If you love JRPGs and you love just goofy, out there, just
It's a bit different
makes
than a
nonsense.
JRPG.
Just makes no sense sometimes, but it's just funny. Earthbound is the perfect game for you. Like, it's just it's a kind of a spoof on like the Dragon Quest
Mm-hmm.
thing, and it's like instead of like because a lot of RPGs at the time were doing the medieval stuff, and so they just wanted to do like a
Yeah.
modern like kind of America style like what would modern RPG look like, and
America.
the Mother franchise does a great job with that, and they do tell a really good story. Like Mother 3 tells an amazing story. So I'd say that's probably my favorite single player. When it comes to multiplayer, probably Call of Duty.
What one specifically?
Specifically, I'd say MW2 or Black Ops 1.
Okay.
Because those two I played a lot as a kid. I just remember getting in lobbies with my friends after school and like just doing custom games and doing
Mhm.
sniper
Fun stuff.
matches and all that stuff. so-
Just raising all the heck.
yeah. And I
So-
remember it's back in the good old days when the party or like chat was like actually funny. Like you get people raging and like it was so toxic, but it was so funny. 'Cause
Dude,
you
modern
never took it.
kids would never survive
No.
old Xbox lobbies back in the day. The stuff that was said in
don't
Xbox
I know
360 game lobbies,
Or
oh my
older.
God. I even remember saying some things that nowadays
yeah.
would be like, oh, if I said that, I'd be shut down on Twitch so fast.
Yeah. Those are the days.
Oh my gosh, dude. There's so many things that.
Care to say any of those now, Jordan?
No, I'm gonna pass on that.
It's all right. We'll go back and find the files.
We'll
and
just bleep everything
we'll
out.
pull it back up and cancel you because that's how
Right.
society works.
That's true. Now that I said that, there's gonna be people. We have to find all the records of every voice lobby. Jordan's gonna die.
Yeah.
And that's what he sounded like.
Hey, you're not too far off. That's kind of what I still sound like.
Yeah.
But
So-
okay, there's your multiplayer and single player. What about co-op?
Co-op?
Oh, 3.
I don't know. I didn't think about that one actually. I don't play a lot of like straight co-op games. Oh, actually, I'd probably say like any of the Lego games.
Okay.
I think Lego's got some good games. I mean, I always collect Legos and I've always been into them since I was
Sure.
a kid.
Yeah.
You just
And
never
so-
wanted to bring them back with you when you moved.
No, I mean they're a pain to move. If you're ever in the Legos, you understand the pain of moving them. But like I just love like the way you can do co-op in that game. And like I love the newer ones where it's got like the open world stuff. I'm really excited for the new Star Wars one, the Skywalker Saga. Like they're going really ambitious with it and like super big open worlds and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. But I say probably like any of the Lego games.
Where they're making a new Star Wars
Yeah, so
co-op game.
Lego Star Wars Skywalker
okay.
Saga is the newest one.
For
like,
some
new-
reason, my mind just blanked on the Lego
Yeah.
part. I was like, when is that coming out?
No,
So
but it's
now
like the newest Lego game, but it's
got
like
you.
super open world. Like there's multiple planets you can fly to, and like
That's kind of
it's
cool.
actually really crazy, insane.
Interesting.
So I'm pretty excited for that.
All right.
That's pretty cool for sure. So
Single player?
Single player.
Skyrim. Oblivion.
I would say it's gonna be either Oblivion or Skyrim. I have such fond memories and so
How
many.
did I
Like,
know?
because we talk about it all the time. Like thousands of hours of both. You cannot judge me for my favorite things. Okay, it's my stuff, not
I
yours.
definitely can.
We can.
It's
So-
actually Bethesda's, but
Ooh.
Ooh. Do you have an ooh
Assault.
sign?
I mean, you can just turn the boo upside down.
no, just cover the O or cover the B.
Yeah, cover the B. Ooh.
Ooh.
It has the upside down exclamation mark. It's Spanish.
Yes.
It's a Spanish sign. No, so I
But Jordan wouldn't know. He failed Spanish.
me no speaky. So
Moving on.
Yeah.
So,
that's your
so I would say Oblivion or Skyrim are absolutely fantastic. Like if I was gonna play a single player game, just single player, I mean I go back and I play Skyrim on my Switch sometimes even. Like it's a nice relaxing chill game, right?
mhm.
Or I would say Pokemon, like, but that's still
I'd say
I don't know
that's-
where to classify
That's single
that.
player. Just say
Single player.
it's got multiplayer functionality, but it's a single,
single
player
player.
game.
Okay, so I mean even then I might have to say Skyrim. I don't know. Either way, Oblivion or Skyrim. And then for co-op, I mean, even though you work together with Sea of Thieves, it's still almost like there's squads in a
That's
multiplayer
literally
game.
a multiplayer game.
That's
Okay,
a
that's
multiplayer.
earlier you said Sea of Thieves was co-op. That's why
Well,
I was like, I was
you
questioning.
work cooperatively with the people
See,
you're playing
that's
with.
yeah. See, I think co-op
But it's a
though. I
mod
think
multiplayer
yeah.
game.
It's
okay. So
multiplayer.
that would probably be my favorite multiplayer.
Okay.
Absolutely love Sea of Thieves. And then for co-op, then that's
Overcooked.
oh my gosh, Overcooked is so good.
Oh,
but
that
I
is a
wouldn't say
fun
it's my
game.
favorite.
Arcade party game.
Okay. Well, I was gonna ask, what do you consider co-op? Are you working together or just like 2 or 3 people?
Weird out of left field question. What's Jackbox, or is that just its own thing?
I would say that's a
That's a
multiplayer
party
party
game.
game.
party game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like Jackbox.
See, because I was gonna say Mario Party, but I can't really call that
That's
co-op.
a party game.
That's a
That's
party, game.
Yeah, so I can't really call that co-op.
in the
I
title.
guess. So, thank you.
Do you like
So,
What about Minecraft, co-op or multiplayer?
That's
multiplayer
multiplayer.
game.
I'd say that's
Generally
more
a
of
multiplayer game.
multiplayer, because I mean,
We
we
have
can
servers for a reason.
technically have like 100 people on our server. It wouldn't run well, but we could have like 100 people log on to the server. Actually, I think I set the max players to 20. That's beside the point. But anyways, we I'm trying to think then. So
Co-op, I would generally say, is like a campaign or story-driven content that you can play with multiple people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would consider cooperative.
Yeah, because even the multiplayer games I play with like 2 or 3 people. So it's like, that's almost it, but it's not. It's totally different. So I guess I would have to say, since Sea of Thieves doesn't count because it's multiplayer, I don't know. We'll get back to me.
Okay.
Let me think. There's like 5
He
different
doesn't
games.
play
in my
those
head.
games.
There's like 5 different ones I'm thinking of.
Single player.
All right, single player, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past.
That is a good one.
That's a good one.
Very first video game I ever played. I've beaten that thing more times than I care to count.
Yep.
It has an incredible story. You have so many dungeons, so much replayability in
What
there.
one is that?
That was the third one
That's the
made.
Third one. Okay,
So on the Super Nintendo.
got you.
So great game. If you haven't played it, I recommend it. You can get it on the Switch if you get the Super NES system on it.
Which I have beef with, but we'll get into that another day.
That's another day. Yeah. If you get it on the Super Nintendo, it's so much better. And you can also make use of a lot of those old glitches that were really, really nice.
Beat the game in 5 minutes. Not even.
You see, I don't use that glitch, though, because that just takes the fun out of it.
Yeah, but it's fun to do.
It's nice to be
Get
able to
Zach in
say you
for
can
that
do it. But,
conversation.
so that's my single player favorite.
Mm-hmm. Multiplayer-wise.
Multiplayer, are we counting MMO or just...
Yes, I'd
Yeah.
say MMO for
Yeah.
sure.
No, I mean
Okay.
it's multiplayer's in the name. Of
I know,
it,
but
so
I wasn't sure if you were going that multiplayer
or
small
it's
multiplayer.
multiplayer.
RTS too, all that kind of stuff. So
Okay, so for... Oh, gosh, there's a couple of them that I really enjoyed, but mostly it's because of the people I played with.
that's generally what it's about.
But,
Like I'd say, one of yours you probably consider as Age, right?
yeah, I had such fun LAN parties back in the day with Age of Empires 2.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
dude,
man.
that's so much fun. We gotta,
Right?
So when the new Age of Empires comes out, do we all get together and play that together?
I'd be down.
All right,
I've never
I'd be
played
down.
one,
Be
but
awful,
I'll,
but
What's it going to be
play.
on?
PC.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try it.
The
I've never
LAN
played
parties from back in the day were just phenomenal. So I'll
They'll be
go
at
with that
Games Pass,
because
right?
Age 2, oh man, the fun we had.
Okay, so really quick, just so because Tim's sad that I said PC, the new one, just like any Age of Empires, almost takes nothing to run it.
Oh.
So any laptop that you have should probably.
Minus
That
on
requires a
Mac.
laptop that turns on. Mine barely does that anymore.
And I
we
mean,
can replace the drive and fix that for you.
yeah, it's really not that intensive
that's
on any
money,
system.
though.
It's like $50 though.
That's food I could buy.
Fair point.
That's facts.
Fair point.
All right, and then for co-op, once again, it's a tie between two of them, but I'm gonna have to go with Monster Hunter
Okay.
because,
Do you have Rise?
I do not have Rise.
Okay.
But the one I played the most, probably Monster Hunter 4.
Oh yeah, I played that one.
I used to play with Teague. Some of you may know Teague. We had so many good memories on that.
Trevor's related to everybody, so
He really is. So much fun there. And also, like, I've played some of World, and I've had a few friends come on and join me for that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played that in forever. My gosh.
Yeah.
But I would say those are some of my favorite co-op games, just going on and just hunting. I really liked in 4, though, how you could actually go to different areas of the monster and actually get the parts from that area.
Yeah.
And
I
not
remember
just
that.
get a random piece from wherever you actually start carving. It's
you
just
can
like,
play with Terraria, man.
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
I mean,
Dude.
I play with.
Terraria is basically the Australian you, straight up. He's into computer code. Like he's a super computer nerd, loves Monster Hunter, basically you guys
Two
are the
things.
same.
Yeah,
Right.
two things. He's
Two
basically you.
But yeah, sure.
Does he also like making fun of you?
Oh, all the time,
Yes.
yeah.
Ooh.
I think we're going to get along very well,
It's a
Terraria.
very common theme to make fun of me, no matter who you are. So it's so sad.
I wonder why.
Jordan hate Jordan fan club.
He also likes
There
Fable.
actually is a Jordan anti-fan club.
There is.
There's legitimately one of those.
And Fable is a phenomenal series, except for
Ooh,
3.
Fable's good.
Except for 3.
I've only
Also,
played 1 and 2, so.
the final boss in 2 was a total letdown. Especially if you don't take the shot yourself.
Did that happen to you?
Like, very first time I was sitting there thinking, like, well, actually, it wasn't the first time, it was the second time. I was wondering, what happens if I don't do this? I just want to see a different story ending.
I thought that like it actually happened to you on your first one. I was like, that is the saddest thing.
Like, I
I've ever
considered the
heard.
first time, but no, it's just like, nah, I'm just going to shoot. And I was just like, wait, that's it? And then the second time I played through, I was like, what happens if I don't do it? And then Reaver. By the way, one of my favorite characters in that series, Reaver. I love him to death. But still.
That's
But
such
still.
such a letdown when you play through an entire game and the NPC gets the final hit on the boss. Like, that
Right?
is the biggest letdown of all time, dude.
Truth. Outside of that, though, it was actually really well done for a game.
Mhm.
Like, I thought the first one with the lost chapters was better. Without the lost chapters, second's better in my opinion. I actually really loved the armor aspect, but that's a different story.
We get way off topic.
That's way off topic.
All right,
Yeah.
Dan, what's
That's
yours?
good. Oh, single player. It's tough. Probably Final Fantasy VIII.
I'm like,
Can you not
That's
give
a
Trevor
solid
my
one.
wallet? Thank you, Tim.
Close second, Morrowind.
Okay.
And close third, Witcher 3.
Oh, Witcher 3 was phenomenal.
Whatever. We'll get, that's a lot of games, sorry. Multiplayer, Halo 2 for sure, multiplayer. Close second, Halo 3, because that was really, really good too.
Underneath the driver's license is a picture
and
of really
cooperative?
chubby Jordan.
Honestly, it'll probably be Halo Campaign.
Yeah.
The first one on Legendary, because it was so hard back in the day. And I played it with my brother and my dad even. It was really fun.
Mm.
But just good memories there, I guess.
Mm.
All the Halo campaigns cooperative are really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. They are.
But that's me.
There we go.
It's fun.
Yeah, let's not show any of that information.
I
on
know.
stream, please.
What's that covered on?
Oh yeah.
I believe so. That's about it.
All right.
Well, Jordan.
All right. So I guess this has been episode 11, right? Yeah.
11D7.
11D7.
In front of a live studio audience.
Yeah, that's true. Live studio audience. Yeah.
Can we?
Good job, guys.
Do we classify as a sitcom now?
Ooh. No.
Should we-
Yeah, we don't have a crappy laugh track yet,
The
so
tickets
not.
for this were outrageous.
And now for Jordan's home address. Oh, okay.
Send that to
42
the
Wallaby
anti-Jordan
Way.
fan club.
I mean, I could cover stuff up and still they
Please,
can see
please don't.
chubby Jordan.
Please don't.
Return.
Here, I'll just let them see it.
Bad things can happen. Just put them down. We don't
Yeah.
want to do that.
Thank you, Dan. So this has been episode 11 of Uncalled. I had to look again because I already forgot. Because last week was
You just
12.
said it.
I know, but we just did 12, and my mind is thinking 13 now. So anyways, thanks for watching every Monday night, except for
He
next
doesn't know
Monday
maths.
because I won't be here. That's so sad.
But
So
it'll still be
It'll go up
streaming
on-
that one, just not live.
You will
it
be here
might not even be streaming that one.
in video.
It's just going to be posted at that
It'll
time.
be posted on YouTube for like the week I get back. Because this is for the week I'm gone.
Yeah.
I hear
And then
Ranger.
Yeah, Ranger's
barking
losing
at-
his mind.
Ranger's barking at somebody. He probably wants you guys to get out of my house, so we should probably end it.
All right.
Thanks for watching, guys. Episode 11. We will see you in 2 weeks live on Twitch. Otherwise, don't forget to
Jordan's in first.
Jordan's in first.
hit that like button if you're watching on YouTube. Hit that follow button if you're watching on Twitch, and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Adios.
Take care.